Let's begin with it, friends. So, we'll first of all welcome you all. Uh, we'll start one of the important topics of income tax. Income tax type important topic, friends. TDS. So, we'll start with that only. Maybe some of you must have attended that master class where we have discussed the basic provisions with respect to TDS. So, once again, friends, we'll start with the same only. Uh, TDS is basically, friends, it is a part of your income tax only. Yes, TDS topic is part of your income tax in say curriculum only. And without taking much time, we'll start with it. Full form of TDS is basically, friends, tax deducted at source. Yes, tax deducted at source. So, what is basically meaning of TDS, friends? Uh, Friends, when you start working as an accountant, you will find that in accountant's life, there are so many transactions in day-to-day accounting process, in day-to-day accounting lives. You will find there are so many transactions having impact of your TDS. There are so many transactions which you will find जहाँ पे किसका implication होता है friends TDS का. Okay, so that's how friends a good accountant is the one who has overall knowledge of TDS as well, right? So yeah, let's begin with it, friends. TDS basically tax deducted at source. It's tax deducted at source. What is TDS basically? TDS, like friends, that day we have discussed. I'm working for organization, say suppose friend, I'm working for organization called as Reliance Industries Limited. I'm working for organization called as Reliance Industries Limited. So Reliance Industries Limited, they are employer and friends. I'm working there. So I will be called as what? Employee. So I'm working in Reliance Industries Limited. So I will be called as employee. And the organization, friends, this organization में हम काम कर रहे हैं, they are basically employer. So friends, if I'm working as an employee, so for my services, whatever services I'm giving as an employee, friends, for that, the employer pays the salary. Employer pays the salary and the employee receives the salary, employer pays the salary, employee receives the salary. Since employer pays the salary, so from employer's point of view, employer pays the salary. So from employer's point of view, salary paid is an expenses. And from employee's point of view, friends, from employee's point of view, salary received is an income. Yes, salary received is an income. So say suppose friends, I'm receiving a salary of 50,000, maybe 50,000 rupees per month salary. So in 1 year, that is called as friends, either you can say previous year or financial year. Financial year comprises of 12 months. So in 1 year, in 1 year, I have received total income of 6 lakhs, and the source of that income is salary. So friends, salary is the income of employee. So on income, friends, on income, what has to pay? Income tax has to be paid. Since Since friends, employee has earned the income, so employee has to pay what? Income tax. Say suppose friends, an example friends. Say suppose employee has to pay 10,000 rupees. Yes, sir. Employee has to pay 10,000 rupees an income tax. So friends, I have received 6 lakhs. Out of 6 lakhs, 10,000 I have paid to the government. So 5 lakh 90,000 is the balance income. 6 लाख मैंने अर्न किया, 6 लाख में से गवर्नमेंट को मैंने 10,000 टैक्स पे कर दिया, मेरे पास कितना बचा? बैलेंस इनकम 5,90,000. But friends, government thinks that the employee, the person who receives the salary, he might not pay the tax. गवर्नमेंट को ऐसा लगता है फ्रेंड्स कि जो एम्प्लॉय है उसको इनकम मिलने के बाद वो टैक्स नहीं भरेगा. He may not pay the tax and it becomes impossible for the government to trace those people. गवर्नमेंट को क्या हो जाएगा फ्रेंड्स? इम्पॉसिबल है उनको, मतलब जो लोग टैक्स नहीं भर रहे उनको ट्रेस करना पॉसिबल नहीं है. सो व्हाट गवर्नमेंट हैज डिड फ्रेंड्स, what basically government has did, government goes to employer, government goes to employer and they says you are paying salary to your employee. आप अपने एम्प्लॉय को क्या कर रहे हो? सैलरी पे कर. एम्प्लॉयर सेज यस. गवर्नमेंट सेज हाउ मच यू आर पेइंग. So employer says, so we are paying 50,000 rupees per month as a salary to our employee. So government says you are paying total 6 lakh rupees as in salary. Employer says, yes, government, we are paying 6 lakh rupees as in salary to the government. What happened? Government says nothing happened. On this 6 lakhs, your employee has to pay income tax. गवर्नमेंट ने एम्प्लॉयर को क्या बोला कि आप अपने एम्प्लॉय को 6 लाख सैलरी दे रहे हो, ये 6 lakhs में से आपके एम्प्लॉय को 10,000 टैक्स भरना है. तो गवर्नमेंट क्या बोलती है फ्रेंड्स? डोंट पे फुल 6 lakhs टू योर एम्प्लॉय. आप अपने एम्प्लॉय को फुल 6 lakhs मत पे करिए. 6 lakh में से एम्प्लॉय को इनकम टैक्स भरना है फ्रेंड्स. हाउ मच इनकम टैक्स एम्प्लॉय हैज टू पे? एम्प्लॉय हैज टू पे इनकम टैक्स ऑफ फ्रेंड्स 60,000. So this is out of 6 lakhs, your employee has to pay 10,000 rupees as an income tax. Yes, 10,000 rupees as an income tax. So whatever income tax your employee has to pay, please deduct that tax while paying the salary. Yes, please deduct that tax from his salary at the time of payment. So friends, I was supposed to pay income tax of 10,000. Employee was supposed to pay income tax of 10,000. So as an employer, friends, 10,000 we will deduct and balance, that is hence 5,90,000. 5,90,000 is paid to whom friends? 5,90,000 is paid to employee, and the 10,000 which is an income tax, friends, the 10,000 which is an income tax, it is deducted from the salary. So 10,000 is a tax. 10,000 is a tax, friends. It is deducted. When it is deducted at the time of paying the salary, at the source itself. So that's why it is called as an income tax deducted at the source. They have collected the tax from the source itself. Government ने जहाँ पे income tax source था ना friends, there only they have collected the tax. So that's why it is called as tax deducted at the source of income itself. And this friends, 10,000 TDS will be paid to whom? Government. Who will pay this tax, friends? Who will pay this tax to the government? The employer, Reliance Industries Limited. They will pay 5,90,000 as a salary. They will pay 5,90,000 as a salary to whom? To employee, and this 10,000 tax they will pay to whom? Government. So friends, the person who deducts the tax is called as deductor. The person who deducts the tax is called as deductor. And the person from whose income, friends, the person from whose income the tax has been deducted, the person from whose income the tax has been deducted, that person is called as what? Deductee. Yes, friends. So whose responsibility it is to deduct the tax? Yes, friends. It is the responsibility of deductor. Friends, it is a responsibility of deductor. It is a responsibility of deductor to deduct the tax. So friends, whenever you are learning TDS, friends, whenever you are learning TDS, you consider yourself as an deductor. जब भी आप TDS पढ़ रहे हैं, आप अपने आप को क्या consider करोगे? Deductor consider करोगे. So what is the first step? What is the first step in TDS? TDS में क्या क्या compliance करना है deductor को? First, deductor has to apply for TAN number. I mean, friends, without TAN number, deductor cannot deduct the tax. Tax deduction account number. Then, after getting a TAN number, friends, after getting a TAN number, every time, whenever employer, whenever we pays the salary, every month, whenever we pays the salary from that salary, like friends, here, how much we were paying salary? 6 lakhs, that is 50,000 per month. Every month, whenever we pay the salary, from that salary, we have to deduct. We have to deduct what we have to deduct? We have to deduct TDS. Like how much we are deducting here? 10,000. So how much it is per month will be around 10,000 rupees was for 1 year, right? So for per month around it comes to 833. Every month, friends, this tax we have to deduct. Then, friends, what we have to do? Whatever tax is deducted, that tax, that TDS, we have to pay. Who has to pay, friends? The deductor has to pay. So what is first step? Deductor has to apply for TAN number. Then every month, whenever deductor pays the salary, deductor has to deduct the tax. That tax deductor has to pay to the government. And friends, what is next step? What is next step? After payment of TDS, friends, as a deductor, we have to provide certain information to the government. What kind of information? The name of employees, their what you say, PAN number, how much salary is paid to them every month. Out of that, how much tax is deducted, and when that tax is paid to the government. This information, as an employer, we have to provide to the government, which is called as, friends, which is basically called as what? TDS return. Which is basically called as what? TDS return, right? Okay. Then, friends, then after filing TDS return, friends, after filing TDS return, our employee, friends, our employee whose salary has been decided at 6 lakhs, but whereas we have paid only him 5,90,000. So our employee will ask why we have paid him less salary. So friends, we have to give him reason. What reason we will give him, friends? As an employer, I will give him a reason that I have deducted income tax from your salary, and that tax I have to pay to the government. So your employee will say, give me a proof that you have deducted TDS from my salary and you have paid to the government. Employee need proof. That proof is called as, friends, TDS certificate. That proof is called as basically, friends, or TDS certificate. So friends, in TDS, friends, these are the compliances is to be done. TDS में ये सारे compliance करने हैं और कौन करेगा, friends? ये सारे compliance करने की responsibility किसकी है, friends? All these compliances is to be done by deductor. All these compliances is to be done by whom, friends? The deductor. Deductor has to apply for TAN number. TAN number is, friends, tax deduction account number. Yes, it's tax deduction account number. Like, friends, for collecting GST, we need GST number. For payment of income tax, we need PAN number. Similarly, for collecting a TAN, employer deductor should have TAN number. Now, what is the format of TAN number? TAN number comprises of, friends, initially 5 alphabets. not 5 alphabets, sorry, 4 alphabets, then 5 number, again 1 alphabet. So friends, the initial fourth four letter, initial 4 letter friends will guide you that employer is basically from which city. Okay? Initial 4 letter will guide you basically employer is from which city. So say for employer is from say Mumbai city, so 10 number will start from MUN. Employer is registered. Employer is having their office in Delhi, so DELH. Yes, so this is in format of friends your 10 number. Now, TDS is to be deducted, friends. TDS is to be deducted under different sections of income tax. So when we learn TDS, what we have to learn basically, what is expected. You should know under which section TDS is to be deducted. सबसे पहले हमें क्या पता हमें चाहिए फिर कौन से सेक्शन में TDS डिडक्ट करना है. Then at what rate TDS is to be deducted. कौन से रेट से TDS डिडक्ट करना है. And friends, we don't have to deduct TDS from all the employees salary. हम सारे स्टाफ के सैलरी में से TDS डिडक्ट नहीं करेंगे. So government says there are certain limits. If you are making payment below that, I mean above that limit, then only TDS is applicable. आप किसी के 2,000, 5,000, 10,000 पे कर, don't deduct TDS. TDS you have to deduct only if the payment which you are making to other person to deduct T is more than the certain limit, and that limit is called as threshold limit. उस लिमिट को क्या बोलते हैं फ्रेंड्स हम लोग? थ्रेशोल्ड लिमिट. So when you go for interview, friends, whenever you go for interview for tax profile or accounting profile, your interview, you can expect this kind of questions from your interviewer. Which kind of question, friends? Under which section TDS is to be deducted, at what rate TDS is to be deducted, and what should be the threshold limit. Okay. So let's start one by one all the section, friends. First section, one of the very important section, friends. First section under income tax is called as section 192. Section 192. The heading of section 192 is friends areas on salary. Yes, boliye Sanjana, what's your query? You have any doubt? Yes, you have raised your hand. What happened? You have any doubt? Please ask me. What kind of doubt you have? Please ask me now. You have raised your hand. Someone has raised the hand. What doubt you have? Please ask me. Who has raised the hand? Let's continue, friends. Section 192, friends. As we discussed, who pays the salary, friends? We are employer. We are having so many employees who are working with us. Okay, friends, we are employer. We are having so many employees who are working with us, and we are paying salary to them. So who will deduct the TDS, friends? In case of salary, the employer, the organization where we are working, the employer will deduct TDS. So friends, as I already told you, whenever we learn the TDS, you considered yourself as an employee. So friends, we are paying salary to employee. How much salary we are paying? Say suppose friends, we are paying salary of 60,000 rupees per month. We are paying salary of how much, friends? 60,000 rupees per month. We are employer, friends. Again, I'm telling we are employer here. Like friends, who is employer? Reliance Industries. We are employer. It is our responsibility, friends. It is our responsibility to deduct the tax. So we are employer. We are paying salary to employee. So friends, as an employee, whatever salary we receive, हम एज ए एम्प्लॉय काम करते हैं फ्रेंड्स, तो हमें जो भी सैलरी मिलती है दैट इज टैक्सेबल अंडर विच हेड. So if you are receiving a salary, you have to pay tax under the head called as friends. कौन सा हेड में जाता है? Salary is taxable under the head called as income from salary. Okay, let's continue, friends. 60,000 rupees per month we are paying salary to our employee. Now, friends, this 60,000 has different what components. ये जो 60,000 पे करे उसके अलग अलग components है bifurcation पे. What are the bifurcation? Like basic salary. Basic salary. Friends, what is basic salary? Whatever 8 or 9 hours you are devoting to your employer, for that the whatever compensation you get, that is an basic salary. हम जो 8 से 9 घंटा काम कर रहे हैं उसके लिए जो हमें पैसा मिलता है उसको हम बेसिकली क्या बोलते हैं? बेसिक सैलरी. So let's say friends, out of 60,000, 15,000 per month is a basic salary. And previous year, friends, फाइनेंशियल ईयर और प्रीवियस ईयर में कितने मंथ्स होते हैं? 12 months are there, April to March. So during April to March, basic salary, how much we have received during 12 months? 1,80,000. Friends, we have to pay 60,000 only, but we bifurcate entire 60,000. 60,000 ही पे करना है, बट अलग अलग नाम पे पे करना है. खाली है दे रहे सैलरी फ्रेंड, खाली उसको अपने को क्या करना है? वी हैव टू जस्ट ओनली गिव डिफरेंट नेम. Okay, so out of 60,000, 15,000 per month. Yes, 15,000 per month was basic salary. Now, friends, as an employee, we have so many burdens. Like I stays in rented premises, so I have to pay my housing rent. I have my children, so I'm paying their education fees. I used to travel from home to my office location. For that, I use auto rickshaws and other thing. So I have to incur expenditure for traveling. Yes. So for friends, in order to reduce this burden, our employer gives an extra salary, and that extra salary is called as then basically allowance. In order to reduce this burden, our employer gives you extra salary, which is called as allowance. So let's discuss those allowances. DA, dearness allowances. Employee keeps on complaining, sir, inflation, महंगाई बढ़ रही है, please increase our salary. So friends, when as per the inflation, when we pay the extra salary to our employee, as per the inflation, that is basically called as friends, fairness allowance. So say suppose 60,000 includes 5,000 per month, 5,000 per month as an dearness allowance. So how much it will be? 60,000 is an dearness allowance. Yes, friend. Then friends, employee travels from home to office and again office to home. He has to incur expenditure on traveling. So we pay him some salary by way of what? Transport allowance. We pay him some salary by way of transport allowance. So say suppose 60,000 includes 5,000 per month, 5,000 per month as in transport allowance. Okay. Some employees are friends, they are sick, so they have to incur certain expenditure on buying medicines. On buying what, friends? Medicines. So we pay him extra salary so that they can use those funds, they can use those salary for their medical expenses. So those extra salary which we pay him or pay her is by way of medical allowance. So let us assume medical allowance is friends 5,000 per month. So how much it is? Financial year comprises of 12 months, April to March. During financial year, we have paid him 60,000 rupees as an of medical allowance. Now, friend, try to understand basic salary fully taxable. I mean, no exemption. DA fully taxable. Whatever you are receiving on full amount, we have to pay the tax. That is called as fully taxable. Transport allowance fully taxable. Medical allowance fully taxable. मतलब क्या जितना अमाउंट मिल रहा है पूरे अमाउंट के ऊपर टैक्स भरना है. किसको भरना है? नॉर्मली एम्प्लॉय को मिल रहा है वो टैक्स भरेगा, बट अपनी को यहाँ पे डिडक्ट करना है. So this is called as fully taxable. Now, one of the most important allowance, friends, HRA, house rent allowance. One of the most important allowances is an HRA, house rent allowance. Now try to understand why do we pay HRA to employee? Because our employee who is working with us, employee stays in rented premises. जो हमारा एम्प्लॉई है फ्रेंड, जो हमारे साथ काम कर रहा है, उसका खुद का घर नहीं है. He don't have his own house. Since he don't have his own house, friends, so every month he has to pay rent. He would have taken, he must have taken some property on rent, and our employee pays the rent. Now, from where he will pay the rent? He will pay the rent from the income which he is getting, that is from salary. So friends, we know that our employee stays in rented premises, so we pay him a extra salary in order to reduce the burden of rent. हमारा जो एम्प्लॉय रेंटेड प्रीमाइसेस पर रहता है, तो हमें पता है वो बंदा हर महीने रेंट पे कर रहा है फ्रेंड, तो हम उसको एक्स्ट्रा सैलरी देते हैं. क्यों देते हैं फ्रेंड? ताकि उसके ऊपर जो रेंट का बर्डन आ रहा है वो कम हो जाए. ओके, सो लेट अस से फ्रेंड्स 20,000 पर मंथ इज एन HRA. 20,000 पर मंथ इसमें से क्या है फ्रेंड्स? HRA है, हाउस रेंट अलाउंस. नाउ फ्रेंड्स, इफ you observe carefully, HRA हमने दिया, we have paid HRA. The employee stays in rented premises, so employee also pays the rent. He pays the rent of 22,000 per month. Friends, the property which employee has taken on rent, our employee pays the rent of 22,000 per month. So friends, if you observe carefully, 20 we have received and 22,000 we have paid. There is no income at all. अपने को मिला, we have received HRA and that fund we have used for payment of rent. You received and you paid. So income हुआ ही नहीं friends. There is no income. Meaning, whatever HRA friends we are receiving, that is not fully taxable. Employee को उसके ऊपर पूरा टैक्स नहीं भरना पड़ेगा friend. There are certain exemptions are allowed. There are certain exemptions are allowed. So friends, if as an employee, friends, we want to claim an exemption, so employee has to submit, friends, employee has to submit a proof, employee has to submit a proof that he pays the rent. Yes, and employee has to submit a proof that he pays the rent. So what proof he can submit, friends? Employee will submit a proof that rent agreement, friends. He can submit a rent agreement or he can submit a rent receipt. हमने रेंट पे लिया होगा कोई प्रॉपर्टी, उसका रेंट एग्रीमेंट होता है फ्रेंड, लीव एंड लाइसेंस एग्रीमेंट. और जो हमारा ओनर है, ओनर को एवरी मंथ हम क्या कर रहे हैं? रेंट पे कर रहे हैं. तो ओनर कैन प्रोवाइड व्हाट? One second. Owner can give you what? You can say rent receipt. So employee has submitted a proof, friends. Employee has submitted a proof that he is paying the rent. So friends, whatever HRA we are paying, that is not fully taxable. Certain exemptions are allowed. Now try to understand this calculation. How much exemption? How much exemption you will get? First of all, calculate actual HRA received. Actual HRA received. How much? HRA was 20,000 per month. So employee has received actual HRA of 2,40,000. Then 50% of salary. 50% of salary. Now, friends, here the 50% of salary includes 50%. Here the definition of salary for the computation of HRA. HRA के लिए calculation में 50% of salary includes what? Basic salary. How much is basic salary? 1,80,000 plus DA 60,000. So basic salary plus DA. Basic salary plus DA comes to how much? 2,40,000. So this is salary. ये क्या मिलेगा अपने को? Take a 50% of salary. 50% of salary. That is 50% of 2,50,000. 40,000. So actual HRA received how much, friends? Actual HRA received is 2,40,000. 50% of salary includes 1,20,000. Third one, friends. Rent paid. How much rent was paid by our employee? हमारा employee rent कितना pay कर रहा था? He was paying rent of 22,000 per month. Rent paid less. Rent paid less 10% of salary. Rent paid minus 10% of salary. Now, friends, again 10% of salary means what? Same basic salary plus DA. अपने पास already है basic salary plus DA 2,40,000. Take a 10% of this. इसका कितना परसेंट लेना है? 10%. How much it is? 24,000. So rent paid minus 10% of salary. कितना आ गया? 2,40,000. List of the three, friends. List of the three. तीनों में से जो सबसे कम है, list of the three will be exempted. So which one is the least? Least one. तीनों में से list कौन सा है? 1,20,000, right? So try to understand, friends. This is the least one. Yes. So employee has received HRA 2,40,000. Out of that, exempt. How much will be exempt, friends? Least one was 1,20,000. So taxable is how much? How much is taxable, friend? 2,40,000 minus 120. HRA is not fully taxable, friends. Why? Because we were paying the rent. But say suppose, friends, employee has not furnished any proof that he is paying the rent. अगर हमारे एम्प्लॉय ने हमको कोई प्रूफ दिया ही नहीं कि वो रेंट पे कर रहा है, वॉट एवर HRA वी आर पेइंग हिम, दैट इज फुली टैक्सेबल. If our employee has not submitted any proof that he is paying the rent, then whatever HRA we pays him is fully taxable. Got it? Just one thing you have to note here, friends, 50% we have taken, 50% you have to take if employee stays in metro city. Metro cities में रहता है तो 50% लेना, like Mumbai, Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai, Bangalore, metro cities. But if employee stays in non-metro cities, friends, so in non-metro cities, cost of living is low, so exemption will be the low, 40%. Non-metro cities में रहेगा तो friends, how much? Instead of 50%, how much you will take? 40%. Then, yeah, let's continue. Total salary was 60,000, out of which 15,000 was the basic, 5,000 was DA, another 5,000 was transport allowance, and 20,000 was HRA. 15,000 more. Remaining salary is paid by way of other allowance. बाकी salary हमने कैसे pay कर दिया friend? Other allowances. Okay. Remaining salary is paid by way of other allowance. Then, do we pay anything else? Salary के अलावा हम और कुछ pay करते हैं? Do we pay anything else? Yes, and we pay bonus also. Yeah. Diwali bonus. Say suppose friends 1 lakh rupees we have paid as an bonus to our employee. 1 lakh rupees is paid as an bonus to employee. So how much it is? Now done. Everything is we have considered. Take a total. Basic salary fully taxable. DA fully taxable. Transport allowance fully taxable. Medical allowance is also fully taxable. HRA, how much is taxable, friend? Is 1,20,000. Other allowance 15,000. Bonus 1 lakh. Bonus 1 lakh, right? So friends, 5,95,000. What is this 5,95,000, friend? This is called as gross salary. 5,95,000 is called as what? It's your gross salary, right? Any doubt, friends, in this competition? Any doubt? Please ask me. If anyone has any doubt, please ask me. Yes. 5,95,000 is a gross salary. 5,95,000 is the gross salary. Okay, let's continue. Friend, from salary income, certain deductions are available. Those deductions are given under section 16. Salary income में ना friend दो deduction मिलेगा. कहाँ पे लिखा है ये deduction? Section we have to remember. Section 16. Certain section we have to remember. Friends. We are learning TDS, income tax. What kind of deduction? First, friends, standard deductions. Standard means what, friends? This is available to everyone who is having income by way of salary. And the limit is also same. How much? So when standard deduction means government says whatever salary you are earning, out of that 50,000 will reduce and you pay tax on the remaining salary. So that is called as standard deduction. Everyone, friends, everyone will get this standard deduction. I mean, whatever your salary is, you don't have to pay tax on the full salary. You don't have to pay tax on the full salary. 50,000 will be deducted. Yes, which is called as friends, standard deduction. Then, friends, when we work as an employee, friends, your employer deducts certain portion, not income tax. It is called as professional tax. So say suppose friend, you started working in Mumbai. You started working in Mumbai. You're fresh join as an accounts executive. Your salary is 20,000 rupees per month. So as per the government rule, friends, 200 rupees per month will be deducted from your salary, which is called as professional tax, not income tax. That is professional tax. So when every month, certain amount we have to deduct from employee's salary as a professional tax. So friends, profession tax is deducted every month. So say suppose 200 rupees per month we were deducting. So total professional tax we have deducted how much? 2,400. So total will be how much friends? 5,95,000 minus 5,95,000 minus 50,000 minus 2,400. Your salary comes here how much? 5,42,600. 5,42,600. Then okay. Now friends, our employee has submitted a certain proof. Employee जो है ना friend, हमको proof submit कर रहा है. क्या proof दे रहा है? What kind of investment he has done. पूरे साल भर में उसने कुछ investments भी किया होगा. So it is an employee's responsibility to submit a proof to employer. If employee does not submit any kind of proof, friends, then he will not get any other further deductions. So friends, employee submits proof that he pays LIC premium. He has taken a LIC policy and he pays a LIC premium. So he has submitted that LIC premium receipt. Now friends, whatever investments are done by employee, deductions are available. क्या मिलता है friend? Deductions are given under chapter number 6A. You have to remember this. All the deductions has been given under chapter number 6A. Chapter number 6A, my friends, are deductions. So employee has submitted a proof of LIC premium. So friends, whatever LIC premium is paid, that is available as deduction under section 80C. Under section 80C. So employee was paying LIC premium. How much, friends? He was paying LIC premium of 1,000 rupees per month. He has paid school fees. He was paying school fees of his child. So he has submitted a school fees receipt. 12,000 he has paid school fees for his child. 12,000 rupees he has paid school fees of his child. And he does not have any other kind of investment, friends. Let's assume he does not have any other kinds of investment. और उसका कोई investment है ही नहीं. He don't have any other investment. So he has just submitted two different kinds of investment detail, school fees and LIC premium. So friend, this is available as deduction. क्या मिल जाएगा अपने को? Whatever investment we are making, that is available as deduction. So deduct it 5,42,600 minus 24,000. 5,18,600 is your net taxable salary. 5,18,600 is the net taxable salary. So we have to deduct TDS on 5,18,600. Employer will deduct TDS on, yes friends, employer will deduct TDS on 5,18,600. Now let's understand how much TDS is to be deducted. Yes, let's understand यहाँ तक तो निकाल दिया taxable salary. Now let's understand how much TDS is to be deducted. So friend, on salary basically we have to pay tax on as per slab rate. So what's the slab rate friends? Slab rate क्या बोलता है friend? इसको हम divide कर देते हैं. Total salary is 5,18,600. 1 lakh 1,50,000. कितना हो गया friend? This is how much? If you take a total of this 1 lakh, 1,50,000, it comes to 2,50,000. 2,50,000 plus 1 lakh, 3,50,000 plus 1 lakh, 4,50,000, again 50,000, 5 lakhs. So again take a total 3,50,000, 4,50,000 and 50,000. कितना बचा friends? What's the balance income now? 600, right? No, it's 18,600. I'm sorry. आ गया total 18,000. 5,18,000. Now let's try to understand friends, how much tax he has to pay or how much tax we have to deduct. On first 2,50,000. On the first beginning 2,50,000, no tax is to be paid. So friends, that one lesson. If your income is up to 2,50,000, you don't have to pay any income tax. So 2,50,000 is not, I mean, up to income of 2,50,000, no tax is applicable. So 2,50,000 is basically called as friends. Is called as what? Basic exemption limit. This is called as your basic exemption what limit. Up to 2,50,000 no tax. If your income is more than 2,50,000, friends, if your income is more than 2,50,000 and up to 5 lakhs, how much tax? How much tax? 5%. Income which is earned between 2.5 to 5 lakhs. 2.5 लाख से लेके 5 लाख के बीच में, whatever income you are running between 2.5 to 5 lakhs, how much tax is to be paid? 5%. Yes, 5%. So 5% of 2,50,000 comes to 12,500. And friends, whatever income you are earning more than 5 lakhs, beyond 5 lakhs, from 5 to 10 lakhs, how much? From 5 to 10 lakhs, whatever you are earning, higher the income, higher the tax. Higher the income, friends, higher the tax. How much tax? 20% tax. How much tax then? 20% tax. So on 18,600, 20% tax, this comes to 3,720. This comes to how much? 3,720. So finally, friends, total tax is to be paid 12,500 plus 3,720. This is a tax. But friends, government collect certain more tax from us. Government थोड़ा पैसा हमसे और लेती है. क्यों लेती है friends? गवर्नमेंट बोलती है सर हम आपसे जो एक्स्ट्रा पैसा ले रहे हैं वो हम हेल्थ के ऊपर खर्च करेंगे, हॉस्पिटल वगैरह बनाएंगे एंड विल स्पेंड फॉर गिविंग एजुकेशन, विल कंस्ट्रक्ट अ स्कूल एंड ऑल दैट. So extra funds which government is asking, government is going to use that fund for health and education. So that's why friends it is called as health and education. Another name of tax is cess. Tax का दूसरा नाम क्या होता है friend? Cess. So it's health and education cess. Rate friends we have to remember it's 4%. It's 4%. So of tax amount. 4% of what friend? Tax amount. So it comes to round off कर देते हैं. Let's round it off. 649. So friends, 16,869 is the total TDS. Friends, this is 16,869 is the total TDS we have to deduct. Yes. Total TDS, how much we have to deduct, friends? 16,869. We have to deduct total TDS of 16,869. So this is a calculation of, friends, TDS on salary. But friends, we pays salary to our employee on monthly basis. So TDS also we have to deduct per month. So per month wise, how much tax we have to deduct, friends? 1,405 TDS per month. TDS per month deducted how much? 1,405. So this is, friends, this is the only section, friends, where this much competitions are involved. In rest, all the section there are no such. I mean, you will find that there is no such competition. Okay, this is the only section where these many calculations are involved, right? Okay, yes, friends. Anyone any doubt in this section 192? Very important section. So as an employer, we have to deduct 1,405 rupees TDS from employee salary. So any doubt, friends, in this calculation section 192, which is TDS on salary? Yes. No doubt. Yes. So let's say, friends, how much
एक्सक्यूज मी
salary?
हेलो
Yeah.
सर इसका टीडीएस का कैलकुलेशन जब आपने अभी पूरे ईयर का करके दिखाया अभी ये तो ये पर मंथ जब सैलरी पेड करे तो तभी एम्प्लॉय का जो सैलरी पर ईयर का है उसका टीडीएस का कैलकुलेशन एम्प्लॉयर पहले ही करके उसके हिसाब से टीडीएस कट करता है पर
कट
मंथ
करेगा ये, यस यस। जैसे ही
तो
फाइनेंशियल ईयर स्टार्ट होगा ना, सारे
ओके
एम्प्लॉय को एक फॉर्म सर्कुलेट करना है, इन्वेस्टमेंट डिक्लेरेशन। फाइनेंशियल स्टार्ट के पहले सारे एम्प्लॉय के मेल पे एक अपने को क्या देना है, फॉर्म, और उनसे लिखा के लेके लेना है कि ये साल वो कितना कहाँ कहाँ पे क्या क्या इन्वेस्टमेंट करने वाले हैं, क्योंकि सैलरी हम
और
दे रहे
अगर
हैं वो भी
न्यू
इनको पता है।
और अगर न्यू ज्वाइनिंग हो कोई अगर
हाँ
न्यू एम्प्लॉय हो तो उसका भी अगर आपने बताया 60,000 अगर वैसे उसी हिसाब से अगर पेमेंट सैलरी है पर मंथ तो
हाँ हाँ,
उसका भी पूरे साल का एम्प्लॉयर पहले ही कैलकुलेट करता है और
कैलकुलेट करेगा। हम जितना पे
उसके
करने
हिसाब
वाले
से
उसके हिसाब से हम करेंगे।
ओके थैंक यू
तो
थैंक यू सर
फ्रेंड, या मोस्ट वेलकम। कितना था सैलरी उसका? 60,000 पर मंथ, फ्रेंड्स। क्या क्या डिडक्शन किया हमने, फ्रेंड्स? सैलरी में से क्या क्या डिडक्शन किया हमने? देखो, सबसे पहले तो हमने क्या देखा था, फ्रेंड्स? वी हैव डिडक्टेड व्हाट? और प्रोफेशनल टैक्स, ये देखो यहाँ पे माइनस किया ना, 2,400 हमने प्रोफेशनल टैक्स पूरे साल का डिडक्ट किया था। पर मंथ वाइज कितना हो गया? प्रोफेशनल टैक्स पर मंथ वाइज 200। दूसरा और क्या डिडक्ट किया, फ्रेंड? ये भी कैलकुलेट किया, टीडीएस। हाउ मच टीडीएस? 1,405। तो फाइनली हाउ मच सैलरी वी विल पे? एम्प्लॉय को सैलरी कितना पे करेंगे, फ्रेंड्स? 60,000 माइनस 200 माइनस 1,405, 58,000 net, 395 is the net salary is to be paid. Yes, friends, 58,395 is the net salary is to be paid. There are some other deductions also, friends. सैलरी में से कुछ और डिडक्शन भी होते हैं जो हम आगे पढ़ेंगे, एडवांस अकाउंट्स। And there are some other statutory deductions like provident fund is also there, ESIC, वो भी है, that is also part of deduction that will learn in payroll accounting. Hmm? Any doubt, friends, in this computation? Anyone, any doubt? Anyone, any doubt in this computation of income from salary? Very important, friends. No doubt? No doubt, friends. So, okay. We can close now. Close करें हम लोग.
Yes, sir.
Uh, yes, madam, I can close. I think we can close. So friends, please revise this particular section, section 192. Other section we'll discuss in the next session, right? बाकी topics हम लोग next session में discussion करेंगे.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So just right.
Thank you guys for the joining. So class is over, right?
Yeah, ma'am. It's
Yeah, okay. Thank you so much, sir.